I have to turn up Hydro.
Yeah, you can turn them up. Alright, so when we left off, the three of you had just completed Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Lydia invited you into your next round of the Wheel of Sacrifice. And as
Indeed.
you walk into the Black Room, you hear Edward, and he says, well, let's just take a moment right there, you three.
Why?
Well, it's time for the bonus round, of course. Oh,
Of what?
shoot, I forgot the bonus round music. Hold on.
As
What's-
bonus round music begins to play.
No, I have
That's what the
actual
song is
bonus
called,
round music.
Bonus round music.
Here we go.
Sounds like from Zelda.
Literally just... and he says, the bonus round is simple.
I like this song.
I need you to choose between two choices, the healing game and the recovery game.
What
Which
do they
one?
do?
What they say, silly.
One heals, one recovers. Pretty self-explanatory. Which one are we wanting to do?
I mean,
Look, I'm just bopping.
I could use a bit of healing, if I'm gonna be honest.
The
No,
healing
the song.
game? You want me to just keep playing that? Alright, I'll loop it for you guys.
Yeah, I love it. This one's actually good.
Fuck Gold. Just roasting the DM and he's doing an early session and everything.
Okay, so you guys gonna go through the healing game or the recovery game?
No, I'm fine with both.
Oh yeah, sure guys. Excuse me, the DM wanted me to clarify this. When I meant like material value, I meant fucking.
What?
What?
You wanted to fuck someone?
You want what now?
I think that means sex.
If that's what you truly desire, then it will be at the end of Wonderland.
Truly
I mean,
horny.
I asked if we could do a deal where if I stop being a pain in the ass, you can give me another material value. I meant that.
What?
Oh,
Fucking means sex.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Okay.
Recovery or healing?
I think you might be needing a recovery after, but we'll do healing.
Oh.
Oh god.
Okay. A recovery game it is. And you see this pedestal start to come down from the ceiling, and it lands in front of you in the room, and 5 spotlights start to shine onto it. And on this pedestal, there are 3 pedestals, smaller ones, for each of you, with pixelized versions of your faces on LED screens in front of each. And you hear Edward come on again. He says, we're only gonna have the 3 of you compete in this bonus round.
Okay.
And do you all head up to your respective pedestals?
Sure.
Okay.
The
I'm
healing
Bob.
game's simple. We noticed a few of you are faring a little worse than others. And so we decided, maybe we should give you a chance to heal yourselves. So, the healing game is quite simple. We give you the option to exchange HP. Well, not HP. We give you exchange vitality, if you call it that. But the catch is, however much you give to your friends, well, we're going to take a little cut. And what this means mechanically, I have to say a lot in Wonderland, is if you want to give a member of your party HP, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. You can give them HP, but it's going to take 2 from you and only give them 1.
That's dumb.
What about temporary
Capitalism.
HP?
Capitalism. What was that, Rory?
Temporary HP, how does that work?
You don't have any of that because your transformation ended.
Yeah, I know, I can just do it again.
And that's different to HP anyway.
Temporary HP would probably just go away. And then you'd just be losing temporary HP. There'd be no reason.
So I can't give them my temporary HP and it just turns into normal.
No, that's I don't. Maybe. No, I don't think so. I think that's two very different things. And you hear Lydia comment. She goes, "Honestly, now that I'm looking at the three of you, you don't seem to be very far apart. How about I give you a second chance?"
For what?
Well, you all look so even. Very strange, very strange. You all seem not awful, but not stupendous. How
I'm
about
not full.
I give you a chance to change your minds? And then you hear Edward, he goes, "Change their minds? They chose the healing game." And she goes, "Yes, but wouldn't it be more fun if they chose the recovery game?" So, here, how about this? You've heard the healing game's rules. I'll let you choose the recovery game instead if you'd like.
What are the rules of the recovery game?
I won't tell you that. But I'll give you the chance to change your mind.
Well, the healing game doesn't sound very beneficial to us right now. What do you guys think?
Let me put your character tokens on screen, because you can see who's at, like, you can see how people are bloodied and stuff, but you just can't see numbers. So this is how the three of you are faring HP wise comparison.
Give me your health, Alex.
No. No. Actually, I don't think I will.
No. It's kind of mean.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if we think about it this way, all we're doing is weakening ourselves as a whole. So we think of ourselves as a whole, total, we're just making ourselves weaker with this.
So just do the recovery game.
Yeah.
Let's do the
Recovery game it
then.
is. And the pedestals you hear a snap, and the pedestals you three are standing on change from this pink that it was, sort of like a hardy color, and they all change into a strobing rainbow-colored lights. And then he goes, "Oh, I love the recovery game. I'll explain the rules for this one. It's quite simple. You've lost a lot in Wonderland, including some memories, some items, some dexterity, you know the works. In the recovery game, we give you a chance to earn that back."
I'm good, I don't want my flow.
Okay, well, maybe not you, but your party members are given the option to sacrifice something in return for what you've lost.
No, I'm good.
I mean, I'm good. I mean, I want
Wow.
it back, but I mean, you took like my worst things. They were still good, but if I gave you something else, it would be, I'd be giving you something better than what I'm getting.
All right. No bonus round, I guess? Oh, no, you know what? Should we? Edward? And you hear Edward, and he goes, I think they just want to go back to the Wheel of Sacrifice. What do you think, Lydia? She goes, I think you're right. How do you three
I don't
feel about the Wheel of
no
Sacrifice?
Wheel of Sacrifice. No Wheel of Sacrifice.
No.
I think it's a great idea.
When you're saying that, you all three of you see that black smoke coming out of Percival's mouth some more. And they say, "A Wheel of Sacrifice it is!" And you hear two snaps in synchronization, and that music stops. And instead, you begin to hear, as you walk in, you hear what sounds like the music of the wheel again. And 3 spotlights turn on and shine onto a wheel in the center of the room. And 2 more turn on and shine on a door on the other side of the room, of course, again. This time, however, there are only 3 lights. And you hear Lydia come on and she says, "This time in the Wheel of Sacrifice, the sacrifices are only going to get more grody. And
Grody?
we feel like, 5 lights is a little too hard for some of you. Especially when you're more likely to decide that you don't want to sacrifice anything, and there will probably be some more punishments. Therefore, we've reduced the lights from 5 to 3.
Okay.
But rules the same. Who wants to go first?
Alex, you've sacrificed the least out of all of us.
Okay, I'll go spin the wheel.
No arguments here. All right. You got the wheel link still?
Yep.
Alright.
Swords.
Swords?
Yep.
Oh. You hear Edward, he goes, I'm a fan of this one. You rolled, you spun swords. Interesting.
Indeed I have.
How about we do this? Alex, you've been in a lot of fights, haven't you?
So you could say that.
And you're going to get in a lot more.
Uh-huh.
So in swords, we take away a battle, a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather us take away a past fight or a future one?
The future one?
Okay. Well, in a future battle, you'll be at a disadvantage. How does that sound?
No. Then take away the past one?
Okay. If we take away a past fight, you'll just lose a fight entirely. It will have never have happened. Any repercussions that come from said fight will be stripped away from you, and the memories of said fight will be stripped away as well. Glory, materials.
Can I choose that fight?
Absolutely not. No.
Well, why not?
well, we choose the fights. We're in charge
Well, that
here.
doesn't seem like very fun.
When you're saying this, more of that black smoke is coming out.
More? That's the first time.
No, it's not.
For me, it is.
Well, more because you've seen it before. And they say, well, we'd like to choose the fight, but you can refuse.
I'll just take a future one.
All right. And you hear a snap. Simple as that. And one of the lights turns on. Who's
Okay.
next?
Let's do this. And she steps forward and says, give me a moment. Just need to find the link.
Let me find the wheel really quickly.
I was sent a lot of Patreon stuff, so it can get difficult to find.
I tried to send you more earlier.
Send me some. I want to see just what
I
you're sending
can't
in.
send it to you.
He can't.
Why not?
I'll
That's
be
no fun.
Because it's a spoiler.
Ugh.
I sent it to you again, Jay, if you're interested.
Shield.
Shield?
Shield.
Oh ho ho. This is Lydia.
Oh, so you rolled sword, right, Percival?
Swords.
That was me.
This is
No, that was Alex.
not the best for you, Shira.
What's it do?
We're gonna put you very similar to your friend here. We're gonna put you at a disadvantage in all future fights by stripping away some of your durability. Mechanically, they want to take a permanent 1 AC reduction.
Permanent.
Permanent.
Do I get it back once we've finished?
Finished what? Wonderland?
This, yeah.
No, of course not. You don't. What's lost in Wonderland can never be returned, except in the recovery game, of course.
Question. Does that mean negative 1 AC for that armor piece, or just forever?
Permanent, in general. Any armor piece that
Okay.
you wear, unless an armor piece specifically negates that effect, like it negates curses or something along those lines, this is a permanent 1 AC reduction.
I like being hit hard sometimes. She'll take it.
All right. Aren't you a champ? And she snaps, and you feel you just feel less. Ugh, you feel like you're maybe a little less sluggish, maybe just softer in general. It doesn't feel great. And a second one of those lights turns on.
Yep, may as well get it over with.
Yes, you should.
What's wand?
Wand.
Yep.
You're a weave user. Yes, Percival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We're gonna take something involving that. How about
Take unseen servant.
take what?
Unseen servant. I assume it's a spell.
Oh, no, 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 no. We're not taking a spell. We're taking a slot.
Fine.
One first level spell slot.
Yep, sure, take it.
All right.
That's not that bad.
And you hear another snap. And the third light turns on. Some confetti comes down from the ceiling. And the door opens. And the inky blackness awaits again.
Yep.
Do you three go through the door again?
Yeah.
All right. As you go through the door, once again, you see the large LED screen with all of your faces on it, all 5. Like I said, there's Shira, there's Percival, there's Alex, there's with Holden, and then there's just an angrier version of Percival's face, which I find hilarious. And the LED screen, they said, "It's time for another round of Trust or Forsake. Are we ready?"
Sure.
Okay, and it lands on Shira again. And the pedestal lights up, and there's a big green button that says Trust, and a big red button that says Forsake.
What would you prefer?
Which would we prefer?
Hmm?
Well, we don't like to interfere with the game. Which would you prefer?
Hmm. Which would you prefer? You know what? Let's do trust.
You slam the Trust button, and you await your confetti, but none comes as a loud, sad trombone plays over some speakers
Wow.
in the room. And you hear Lady, and she goes, "Oh, well, your luck had to run out eventually. Too bad. It looks like the other team chose Forsake."
Rip.
And what that means is you're going to have to face a challenge on the hardest difficulty.
Oh, damn.
Man, Percival, I wish you really didn't pick trust.
Yeah, Percival, why'd you do that?
Poor Percival. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong here, I'm going to be honest. And they say, "Well, lucky for you, we're not going to be playing any of that board game junk. Who needs Earth, Wind, and Fire when you have the Monster Factory?" And the door on the other side of the room, this normal stone door, begins to grow bigger and open. It gets really big, and it opens to show you the Monster Factory again.
Personally, I prefer Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, because you guys can break the game easier.
I didn't break the game. What me?
They prefer the Monster Factory 100%
They just want to
of
see
the
us
time.
die.
Pretty much.
Shiro
Well, no,
prefers
they don't want to see you
Monster
die.
Factory too.
They do.
They don't want to see death. This
Let's be
time, in front of you, you see 2 monster die 2 damage die, 2 attribute die, and 2 new die.
Uh-oh.
And they say, this is a little new, since you're on the harder difficulty. We're gonna have you roll the Forsaken die. And this die has some different attributes on it. If I could highlight them.
Die.
Not invisible, life draining. It's aggressive, invisible, life draining, resilient, multiplying, and vital. And they say, who wants to roll first?
I'll roll first.
All right. Are you gonna roll in the monster, attribute, damage, or Forsaken?
I'll do Forsaken.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll do I'll do monster.
Okay. Rory?
So you've done monster. What did Gold just do?
Forsaken.
Forsaken.
And the last one is attribute, I assume.
There's
Attribute
two
and
more.
damage.
I'll do damage.
Okay. And then you guys can choose who does attribute when that comes. So let's have Shira go first. Have her roll her die.
2, right?
2, yes.
1 and a 2. Booyah! That's a
Alright.
roll, ladies and
Give
gentlemen.
me a second to pull that up. That was super good for you. No dragons for
See,
you,
I
I
think-
guess.
I know how to
think-
hack. You guys don't.
No, it's not an owlbear.
Maybe it is.
No more
Maybe it
owlbear.
isn't. It actually is.
Owlbear was
They
afraid.
go, an owlbear and a slime. Interesting, interesting. Let's go ahead and roll our attribute die next.
That's you, buddy.
I said damage, not attribute.
Yeah, you did.
Uh,
So you guys need to decide who wants to roll attribute.
I'll roll attribute, I guess.
Yeah, I already. Oh wait, never mind. Why did that just appear? Never.
Okay, 1 and 3. Okay, and 3.
Death and jets!
I think it's
Okay.
flying and puff.
Burrowing owlbear and a teleporting slime so far. Getting interesting, aren't we? Let's go ahead and roll our damage die.
Yep.
It's you, Rory.
5
roll
and
high.
4.
No fire for us.
Yeah, lucky
Oh.
for you. An
Thanks, a lot
acidic
luck.
burrowing owlbear and an undead teleporting slime. How is a slime undead, I wonder?
I don't know.
And then why don't we go ahead and roll our favorite die, the Forsaken die.
Oh,
There it is.
invisible
Uh-oh.
and aggressive. An invisible owlbear and an aggressive slime. That's not good.
Looks to us like you've got an invisible, acidic, burrowing owlbear, an aggressive, undead teleporting slime on your hands. Sounds fun. Listen, it's hard to do this accent and say owlbear.
Owlbear. It's not that
Owlbear.
hard.
Give me a
Owlbear.
second to make these for you guys. Monster Factory. I need a
Burrowing,
slime.
acidic,
Owlbear.
invisible
wanna live.
owlbear.
Forever. Cause I'm gonna die to an owlbear that can burrow and is
Acidic.
scarily acidic. I'm
And
probably gonna be
invisible.
calling your name cause I'm gonna be screaming in pain.
You guys can take a second while I'm putting this together.
I'm really glad we're recording this because I'm not going to be taking as much notes because my brain.
That's fine.
Yeah, I just don't want to taste nut.
Notes aren't super huge as long as you figure out how to get out of Wonderland.
Having sex with them, right?
I guess that would
Exactly.
work.
Really?
Okay. No, probably not.
You should try it anyway, Sharon.
Please don't.
We will.
Make them horny. Easy.
She will.
Damn.
Why did Shara all of a sudden become horny?
I
Why
don't
not?
know.
No, she had been alluding to it earlier, but then I talked to Whiskey and he was like, "Oh, I didn't realize that's what you meant."
I didn't.
Yeah, just and then he was like, "Oh, just say that at the session." I was like, "Okay." Hence why I said the DM told me to say I want to fuck you
Ah, I
for a
forgot.
material value.
For material value. Okay, I need to copy
There's a
this.
material value. Cut me is material.
I mean,
Okay, Jay. Thanks for that.
I guess it is.
Makes me feel grand.
That shouldn't make you feel grand. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, Champ Whiskey.
Whiskey, why would you be so weird like that?
Why would you be so weird, Champ?
It's
You're
not
making
very
things
smart,
awkward.
is it?
Jesus, Whiskey.
I hate you.
No, you don't. You love me.
Whiskey,
Don't we all?
that wasn't very poggers.
That wasn't very pog champ of you, friend.
I'll shove my pog jam down your throat.
Okay.
Silence.
Now I need that one. See, keep in mind I have to make these very quickly by hand, so you gotta give me one moment while I get all the stats blocks in there.
How dare you not have every possibility prepared?
I was like, I could probably do it. No, I don't think I should.
Why don't you just do what I do when I used to with the specs, if you were around for that?
Yeah, I wasn't.
You just have templates, and you just copy and paste it onto it.
I do. It's not
Okay.
enough. It's not enough, unfortunately.
I've used 1 of 6. Good to know. Can we find something that casts spells, please?
No, well,
Spells? Spells in the Monster Factory? We cast spells. Monsters don't cast spells, silly. Hint, hint.
what are spells?
Okay, there's bang bang. Oh, I need that one too, don't I? Shoot, okay. I don't. Okay, just do that. I just need to. Speed.
I cast counter spell.
Where?
At the illusion they're making.
Where do you cast it, Jay?
Hold on. So, 2 things. 1, instead of casting counter spell, because I may or may not have that spell, can I use my ability? Steal magic.
Where?
Describe the room for me.
So you're in a room, okay? And in front of you there were 4 die, but they seem to have dissipated into the black mist when you rolled them. You are in a room full of machinery, and
The black mist,
you cast it on the black mist.
if I can.
Okay. As these monsters are forming and those machines are working, you see this black mist start to rise from... Let me stop making these character sheets.
You're welcome, everyone.
You start seeing this black mist start to rise from the die that you just rolled, and Shira goes, I like that. And she steals the magic from it. When you do so, you hear Lydia go, what was that? And the illusion around you begins to fade as you're just standing in a blank room now with a door on the other side of the room. And you hear Edward's voice, and he says, what did you just do?
I want to say hello personally, and she begins walking to the door.
Okay.
I follow.
I want to go to the door.
By the way, I assume I can't cast that magic?
No. Well, maybe. You could
Okay.
try. You don't know.
I mean, with how steel magic works, I know the spell now and how it works.
Okay.
So,
You
Yes.
know that... Okay, well, let me pull you aside real quick.
yeah.
So you understand, real quick, there's just like a flash of understanding in your head real quick. There is a specific
Mhm.
school of magic, a school of thought, that a spellcaster is able to combine themselves with their magic. And you would know this as you've heard of these things before, a lich. And you've met one before. You remember, you recall that you met a lich
So
in.
you can combine yourself with magic.
You can combine yourself. You can fuse yourself with your magic capabilities. But the issue with this is you lose your sanity. You collapse and you just go mad. The only way to ensure that you don't lose this, assuredly, is to tie yourself to an emotion that you have. But what's strange about this magic you just absorbed and what you understand about it is that rather than, you can tell this is what they're doing, rather than tying themselves to an emotion they have, whatever this magic is helping whatever is using this black mist tie themselves to other people's emotions.
So they use the black mist to tie themselves to other people's
Specifically,
emotions.
what this emotion seems to be is suffering.
Now, why they don't like Shira because she's not suffering?
Sorry? Is that why they don't like her?
Is that why?
Well, you think back and you go, oh, every time someone complains about something, some of this black mist comes out and
Mhm.
goes in the ceiling. And you're not, Shira's not having the worst time off, and so you're thinking, maybe they don't like me for that reason. Let's get back to the others. That's pretty much all you get.
Okay.
Howdy.
Okay, so you hear Lydia again, and she goes, you don't need to go through that door.
Why
I want to
not?
meet you. And she opens the door.
Okay. Yeah, you walk into a room, a very long hallway, and it looks so much different than the rest of Wonderland that you've been through. It's tile, this strange tile, very, very bleak, dull, just, ugh. It's definitely not something you would expect to see in Wonderland of all places. And I don't know, can you see this? Oh, it says loading map.
I can see it now.
You can
I
see
can
the
see it's
entire
just
room.
extraordinary.
Yeah, you
I
see
can
on
see-
the
I
other
can
side of the
see.
room, and you also hear this tune again. And you hear Edward and Lydia. And Edward, when this tune turns on, he says, "You need to stop that, and you three need to go back through that door."
Why?
Well, the game isn't
No,
done.
No.
Yeah, but we beat the game.
Well,
Dude,
actually, I
unfair
beat the
manners.
game.
Shut up, Shira.
Nobody beats Wonderland. Stop right there,
I
you
mean-
three. And he points towards you. And
Why?
I need you all to make wisdom saves. Holy, I said wisdom, not charisma.
Wisdom saves.
Oh, wait.
Um,
That was
wisdom is a
really
plus
freaking
one.
close, Rory.
My wisdom is one higher. Can I please just take that?
Yeah,
Be
I
a
mean, that's
19.
fair enough, but it wouldn't be enough. DC
Steal
20.
magic.
It's freaking Edward. And you're all stuck in place at the moment. And you hear Lydia, and she goes, "We weren't completely honest with you. Nobody per se, wins Wonderland." Steal magic? You want to steal magic on his thing?
I can try.
Didn't you just
Yeah,
steal
I-
magic and do the thing you just did? Can't you only do that like once per long rest?
You're right. Never mind. Whoops.
Okay.
Like,
I
didn't you
cast the
counter
spell.
spells?
You cast the
Did-
spell?
You
Can
never,
this
you never
spell?
actually told me what it. You told me about the spell, but I didn't actually
If
know
you
what
want to
it
do
does.
something with it, yeah, you don't know what it does, but if you want to try to do something with it, if you have an idea of what
Wait,
it
I-
can do, then you can make a wisdom save for me.
Wait, so I don't have counter spell. That was a joke.
God,
I mean, it's
I have to.
moving.
You see Lydia, and she says, "Well, how about this? Nobody per se wins Wonderland, like I said, but we'll let you escape. if you play one last game.
What game is that?
And I'm sure you can see that the orb seems to be in this field, and these glowing spears seem to be pointing towards it. And she says, this orb has helped us tremendously, and we understand that you want it. Your bag over there told us so. So, we'll let you take the orb and leave here alive if you play one final game.
I'm guessing we have to fight you two?
Of course not. We're not going to get our hands dirty with you. It's time for boss rush.
Do I still get my material value?
No, we think the orb's enough.
Hmm.
And you see,
how
you see.
often can we make the save?
Sorry.
How often
I
can we
would-
make saves against?
Oh,
the-
they're releasing the spell as Edward and Lydia simultaneously. They raise themselves into the air, and they land on top of the statues. And they both point to the what is the material value benefit to you? They point to a jumbling of mannequin parts in the back of the room, and they both snap. And this jumbling of parts begins to step forward. And dear Lord, I gotta get these up real quick. Okay,
What's
They
we just gotta
start- to step
Get the orb?
forward. Yeah, you just gotta kill this. And then they start to get bigger. And then suddenly they take form into an octopus. What seems to just be an octopus. No HP bar. Gosh. Dang.
No, that was for the other one. This one's fine. This
Yeah,
one's
we'll
fine.
see. Don't we have to just get the orb? Isn't that the objective?
There seems to be some sort of force from these spears around it that seem to be harnessing it, and you could definitely try.
Lydia, Edward, can I ask a question?
Sure.
What exactly can I do with your magic?
With the magic you stole from us?
Yes. That one.
I don't think I
Shut
should
up, you
tell
don't know I
that.
can do that, asshole. I look at Alex.
He
He
does.
wasn't there when I did it.
Oh,
was.
Alex does.
Edward. Alex wasn't there when I did it first
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I was behind you.
But Edward does, and he says, "The magic you stole from us? I don't think I'll tell you how to
Yes.
use that."
Hey.
And here's something that's really strange that happens. The octopus begins to come towards you guys, of course, but as opposed to everything you've heard about this orb and everything you've seen, it just harmlessly brushes over it, like it's not even there.
Can I try and cast the spell?
You guys are out of hold person, and we are going to roll initiative, but you can try to cast a spell
Okay.
before we roll initiative.
Question. What level is it? For that matters.
The magic that they're using, there is no spell
Mhm.
level.
The one I stole from them, because
There
that
is no
matters
spell
with how many times I can use it.
Oh, it does? Okay. Probably 9th. But there,
Okay.
you're not going to need to use a spell slot.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I want to try... I really hate that you didn't tell me how this works. Okay.
And I am going to roll initiative via...
So I can tie the mist to them, correct or no?
You can tie the mist to them?
You mentioned about the thing you told me about the mist. Can I do that to them?
Possibly.
Because I'm guessing it's similar to like a fuel. The more mist they have, the more they can do, right?
Maybe.
So I want to try and make that.
You want to try and make this?
Mm-hmm. And I want to target them. I
Okay.
just need to whisper you something. Give me a moment. Yeah. Let's target those two. And she wants to see if she can try and do that.
Okay, make a wisdom save for me before the battle starts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for fuck's sake! If this got to do with the whole absorbing it and anything, it's a charisma save, which does matter. And using the spell, it is a charisma save.
Okay, make a charisma
That
save as well
matters.
then.
God.
That is
Okay.
better.
Yeah, you feel this magic powering up. But when you try to cast it, there's this sort of cloud and it rushes over you, and you try to conjure something like that, but you begin to realize that this thing that's in front of you isn't it isn't just made of black mist, as opposed to everything you've run into thus far. It seems to be made out of parts of specifically mannequins and flesh, more than likely of past adventurers and visitors to Wonderland.
Mm.
But you're not able to control it.
I wanted to make one.
You can't,
Okay.
unfortunately, because you don't have the materials. And Edward and Lydia are currently using these materials.
I have two behind me.
No, not enough.
Okay.
There's a lot
Okay.
here. And so let's go ahead and into Percival's turn.
I will go all the way over here. And actually, before ignore this, I am currently not manifesting. I'm currently not manifesting, because I'm instead going to cast Hex, and then I'm going to cast Bane.
Hex and Bane is what you just said.
And it has disadvantage on. 1 second, just let me make sure that's right. Yeah, it has disadvantage on charisma checks.
Charisma
Saving throws.
checks, not saving throws. That is a correction that I've had to learn the hard way for Hex.
Okay.
It is checks, not saves. Bestow curse is saves.
I will put down Hex for you, which will be a skull, crossbones.
And I'm casting Bane.
And unfortunately, you cannot cast Hex and Bane in the same turn, because you
Why?
can only cast one leveled spell per action,
Oh, yeah.
per turn.
Yeah.
So you were able to cast Hex, but you cannot cast Bane right after.
Yeah, forgot about that.
But you still do have an action.
No, Bane takes an. Oh wait, yeah, Hex is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use my action to manifest then.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess I'll just go off to the side a bit. There I am.
Alright. Next is Alex.
Alright, I'm gonna... go there. And how far up is the staircase?
The staircase, how far, like,
Mhm.
probably it's a 20 foot, so 15. So each one of these steps goes up around about 5 feet.
Alright, I'm gonna send out my whip fist. I'm gonna use a mutation point to make it 90 feet long,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and grab the orb.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You use your whip fist and you try to grab the orb. It goes right past the giant octopus, and it slams into this barrier, and it sort of pulsates, but you're not able to penetrate it. And you see Lydia, and she goes, I don't think we're going to be escaping that easily. Yes, but I did say he could try it, and I appreciate that he did try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that hand and flip her off.
Ooh, somebody's being naughty. And she rolls initiative.
She rolls initiative or he?
She does. That was Lydia.
Ooh, interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna bring the whip fist back and knock the octopus on the head with it.
You're gonna brain whip back, and you're gonna knock on the giant octopus?
Yeah, it's gonna hit the octopus on the way back. I'm
Okay.
using my second attack.
Okay,
Flash
could
on.
could you roll for attack there? Because he actually does have an AC. Yeah, that'll hit.
I
Roll for
thought
damage.
so. This is a simple 6.
Okay, yeah, you hit. And it
I'm
smacks it,
gonna
and a few
hold my
tentacles slam
bonus
to the ground.
action to claw an enemy if it gets within 5 feet.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Also, why does it sound like Pokemon battle music?
Because it is.
It's Gen 5, isn't it?
Maybe. Shira.
She walks forward. To her, it's not normally. Everyone else is fucking dashing. Edward, Lydia.
Yes.
So this stands between you two, correct?
What is this?
She gestures with the lightsaber towards the Cthulhu-looking thing.
This is ours, yes.
Well, and she bonus action dashes and goes to stab at it.
Oh my. Okay. Both hit. Roll for damage.
Both hit.
Mm-hmm. Oh
20
man.
and 18.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. The first attack, you basically just cut off like a bunch of its tentacles. That second hit, you go and you strike it and stab into its head, and it drops, believe it or not. But it doesn't just die; it begins to take another form as it reshapes and resizes. And sorry, it's not going to be perfect or seamless. But
While it's doing that, can I run?
yeah, you could probably run while this is happening. As it shapes, reforms, and Lydia and Edward are moving their hands, it begins to reshape and takes form into a dragon.
This thing had blood, correct?
It was pretty old blood, but there was a little bit that you got on you. Oh, there's
She
an X there.
grabs 2 fingers, go like that, smiles a little bit, and just wipes it against one of her cuts on her cheek.
Okay.
And she begins to heal and become reinvigorated. Thanks for that. It'll be handy for later. There's a smirk on her face. That's her turn.
Okay. Now it is Edward's turn. He will simply he's pretty preoccupied and he says, "I think you need to chill out, Missy." And he shoots a ray of frost at you. That's to GM. My apologies. That's a 25 to hit.
Unfortunately, I had a 27 AC and it got reduced to 26.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a hit.
12 cold damage.
Sorry,
And you're-
Edward, that wouldn't even tickle me. I can take more punishment.
Your speed is reduced by 10 feet. And he says, "Well, I'm sorry, but I'm a little busy at the moment. Lydia?" And she says, "All right, Edward." And she decides to... What can Lydia do? How about... What does this do? Yeah, she'll cast Acid Arrow at second level. Does a 16 hit?
16 does, fortunately, hit.
Okay. For 8 acid damage.
Oh,
And you're
I'm
going to
okay.
take 4 acid damage at the end of your next turn.
Mhm.
And that's her turn. And now it is Percival's turn.
I will cast Flaming Spear right where Edward is.
Flaming Sphere right where Edward is? Alright.
Yep.
He needs to make a dexterity saving throw. And he fails, unfortunately, so he needs to take 6 fire damage. And is that a concentration spell? You're gonna hold it there? Or I'm a little I don't think I
is-
understand Flaming Sphere real quick.
It is concentration, so that means I have to drop Hex.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I didn't think these two would be attacking. I thought it would only be this guy.
Yeah. You fire this flaming sphere at him, and it is currently on him, and he's like, "That's a little hot, don't you think?"
And I shall move it. And I will use my bonus action to never mind. I'll make the sphere do a little twirl and bash into him again.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. He needs to make another dexterity saving throw, I assume.
Yep.
He'll fail again. For
And
6
I'll
more
just
fire
I'll
damage.
just say I do that again. 10 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just run up, I guess.
Yeah. Edward doesn't look so happy.
There. I'll end my turn.
All right. Alex. All right. Very interesting, Gold. Very entertaining. Good comment.
Gold, you muted.
Excellent point.
Gold, you are muted, right? You know that, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I can't hear him. I cannot hear you, Gold, if you're trying to speak. Yeah, that you can just send a roll 20 when you do it, and then you can work on it if you like, or you can work on it now. It doesn't really bother me either way. Gives you more time to set some stuff up. Whip fist Edward and try to grapple him.
Why is
You guys
everyone
don't like
attacking
Edward.
him? Yeah.
Poor Edward.
Because it's best to try and take out one person at a time rather than splitting the damage between two.
It's
Or
funny,
we
that's
can
why.
just attack the, I don't know, the dragon.
Well, they're attacking us, so we gotta attack them too.
So is the fucking dragon.
Oh, I never
Hello?
put the dragon on
Hello?
initiative, did I? Yeah, we
Hello?
can hear you, Gold.
Alright, sweet.
Oh, I thought it was just using Edward's initiative.
It was, and then I forgot to use his turn, so I'm gonna roll initiative for it. now
Alright,
because
yeah,
I'm
make
dumb.
an athletics for Edward. I'm gonna try and grab one.
All right. Athletics check.
Or acrobatics.
Natural 20.
Oh, come on.
He's not even that athletic. He goes. You see him just harmlessly just dodge out of the way and vogue a little bit, and go. I don't think so, silly.
While he's distracted and voguing, like, bring it back and grab him around the neck.
Roll for attack.
Fuck.
Yeah. You try to grapple onto his neck,
Make
and he
one
grabs
with
he
the-
grabs the
contested.
fist and tosses it.
It's contested.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, he grabs
Damn
the
it.
fist and tosses it and goes, "I'm sorry, grumpy one."
I still have a bonus action, Whiskey.
He'll just keep trying to dodge. Dear Lord, I don't think you can grapple this many times. I'm pretty sure.
And so you can't
Oh, you
bonus
got
action
him.
grapple.
He's
Got
voguing.
him
He's
that
going.
time.
I don't think so. And you whip around with your other hand and you grab on. And he goes, "Uh-oh."
I'm gonna drag him off that statue of his.
Okay. Yeah.
I've still got movement.
Yeah. Where are you
just
dragging him
movement
to?
to grab someone. Off the statue.
Point where you're dragging him to.
Right there.
Okay. Yeah. He's floating.
I'm gonna slam him down. How about that?
Okay. He floats down to the ground. He's resisting. Let's make a strength check there.
Okay.
Oh, you are slamming him to the ground. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. It's just 22 bludgeoning, I think. As you slam Edward to the ground, and you hear Lita go, "Edward! Oh my!" And this dragon sort of thing begins to sort of waver a little bit. Is that your turn,
Yeah.
Shira?
She understands what. She understands what's going on. She doesn't like it. Looks at Edward and says, "Please just drop it."
Drop what?
Do I need to make an insight check?
He's confused on what you want him to drop. He's being slammed into the ground.
I gesture to the dragon.
Yeah, he's not controlling the dragon right now.
Does Lydia look like she is?
Yes.
Okay, then I would have said that to Lydia.
She says, I don't think
Um,
so. This is the final game. It's boss rush time.
Oh yeah. If it's the game, then I guess we'll play. And she knows what's going on, but she'll run over here and begin attacking it.
Okay, roll for
The thing I do to make women happy.
no attack. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a miss
Oh
and a
my
critical
God.
failure. So that's 2 misses.
Ouch.
And then she's
You
going
want to get a
to
crit chart. It'll make things more interesting.
bonus action disengage. And how high up are these pillars?
These?
40 feet.
Yeah.
She used how much movement? 15, so she has 40 feet left. So bonus action disengage, she'll get to there, and then climb 20 feet up.
Uh-oh, looks like it's time for me to leave. It's
Yeah.
Edward's turn. He's currently grappled. He's being slammed into the ground, and then he's going to... what will he do? I think he'll... That might kill you. I don't want to do that. He's going to... Magic Missile. Alex.
Can I just shield it?
At... You don't have shield.
I have a shield.
Yes, but that's not how... You don't have a magic shield.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my shield to block them.
Okay,
Then
yeah,
it'll
but
destroy
no. It's
magic
just gonna go
missiles
around the
magic.
shield then. So, no, you cannot shield them.
Alright.
And he's gonna cast that, I think,
Well,
4th level.
Alright.
Which I think is, 1, 2, 3...
4. No,
I'm sorry. No,
4
magic
plus
missile
3, 7.
shoots 3, yeah, so 7, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You messed me up. Oh, man. Not great damage on Edward. He is being slammed to the ground a few times. So that's going to be
21.
2.
21, yeah, 21. 21 damage, and that's at 4th level. He's still getting slammed to the ground, not having a great time. It is Lydia's turn, and you don't look hostile, but it's boss rush time. So she's going to cast... Oh. Maybe not that. She's gonna hop down real quick, and float down around, there. And then Shira, she's going to fire... Let's see here. Just a fireball at you, I think. Just a
I'm so
normal 3rd
glad.
level.
I'm so glad that I actually keep my iPad around when I leave my room.
And unfortunately for her, that is most likely going to hit her her little dragon friend. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Sure. Nope.
Nope. So you're going to go ahead and take
Thank
24
God I don't
fire
have
damage.
vulnerability.
Anymore.
Now that's what's funny, isn't it? I don't think she realizes that she's going to damage her friend here. This is a creature made of mannequins and flesh, decaying flesh. It's not doing so hot.
It's doing very hot, actually.
Yeah, it's doing
Yeah.
extremely hot at the moment.
It's not in the way you'd like.
Not in the way she'd like. No, not one bit.
I am going to reduce that though.
Yes, go ahead. And that is her turn. It is the dragon's turn. And it sees Alex slamming its master into the ground. Well, one of its masters, of course. And it is going to go ahead and fire... It's going to open its mouth and fire its... it's going to open its mouth and a large wave of force is going to come out. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Alex.
Alright.
Ooh, that's a
my
failure.
advantage.
It's
I
a
get
DC.
a 9.
It's a DC 12. You are going to take. Oh wow. Let's just. It was 5d8. I rolled 4 8s. You're
Wow.
gonna take 35 force damage.
Ow.
That was not supposed to happen, but all right.
Hurt
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Looks at his health bar.
And it's going
Not
to
that
waddle over to you. And it
You're
is
gonna waddle
Percival's
over to me.
turn.
I'm gonna waddle over to you and beat the shit out of you.
Oh,
Like
Lord.
that.
I am going to say hi.
Oh,
And I'm gonna say hi with my claws.
I like to say hi with my claws too.
I thought you
yeah.
said vase for a second.
You hit
I was like,
him
what?
with your claws, the first one. So roll for damage.
And the second
And
one.
I will then take my ball of fire, using my bonus action, and smash it down on him.
Smash down on him. Okay.
Roll that. He's still grappled, so I'm pretty sure, disadvantage on that dex save.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the DC?
1 second. The DC is
22, 13.
I'm pretty sure it's 17, which is my spell save DC.
Okay. So he's
So he
failing.
takes half damage.
Sorry. How much damage?
Half damage.
Half damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And he had disadvantage, so it was a 13. And what exactly? What are we doing here?
Oh.
There it is. Okay. Flaming sphere.
Yeah.
So he is just gonna take that damage.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
He's grappled, so he can't take opportunity attacks, right?
He can.
He can. That's
No,
not how
he
grappling
can.
works.
Ah.
He'll have disadvantage on it because he's prone. Right? Is he prone?
He is prone.
May as well
Yeah.
risk it, because if I'm in the same space as the ball, within 5 feet of it, by the time it's my turn again, then I take damage. So I'll risk.
Yeah, he has disadvantage on the attack.
Yeah,
if
he's
he
gonna
tries to do
cast. He's gonna cast acid arrow at 5th level as you try to move away.
it. 18.
That's a hit.
It's an 18. He has disadvantage.
18's a hit. I'm pretty sure. So
Okay.
19 acid damage, and you're going to take acid arrow. I don't have all these exactly. Shoot, I clicked space on accident. 1, 2, 3. 8 acid damage at the end of your turn.
Oh, end of my turn is just about to come up, so I'll
Okay.
take that.
Go ahead.
Quick.
And yeah, you're holding him on the ground, and he goes, "I don't think you can walk away so easily," and throws his hand out and throws a little acid arrow at you.
Shrug it off. I give him a big old smile. Big, demonic stares.
All right.
And I'll end my turn there. Remember, at the start of my turn...
Alright, I'm gonna...
Actually, no, it's whoever ends their turn within 5 feet of it. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna turn one of my hands into a big old blade and hit the dragon.
Okay, that'll miss.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll hit.
hit.
Roll for damage. Good hit.
nice little 12. I guess I'll flurry of blows or whatever.
That's a hit. Roll for damage. Yeah, you slice through this and it starts to deform again. This time it starts to grow and mold and pulsate as it turns.
While it's doing that, I'll move there
Okay.
and use my second flurry of one attack.
Sure.
I should move there actually. And I'm gonna throw a whip fist at Lydia and try and grapple her. Make an athletics check.
Isn't it athletics or acrobatics, or is that specific to your class?
Athletics or acrobatics? Just
Oh, that's a
normal
good
grapple.
point.
Yeah,
21.
I've been trying. Yeah, I've been trying to say that.
Hadn't even thought about that.
Oh, too late. Nerd. Anyways.
You need to do its initiative.
I'm working on it.
That's my turn.
Thanks, Rory.
You're welcome.
Natural
I'm
20.
extraordinarily useful.
Ouch. Ooh,
Okay.
Pain.
Is that your turn, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Shira.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
All or nothing coin. If someone does a save, can I use the coin?
If someone does a save, can you use the coin?
Like if I make them do a save, can I use the coin? Because it's still all
No.
or nothing. Oh.
Because it changes it for you, not for the target of the spell. So no.
Okay. I'll climb down. 25, 35, 45. Stand next to Lydia.
She still has the same big
Hey.
smile as always. Can I
She's
help
smiling back. I think you can. You see, and she pulls out the pen. I want to do a trade. Now, I want to ask a question, Whiskey. You said...
The music stops, because that music was in the universe, and it stops. And the monster just stops moving. A trade?
Edward still be burning.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, he moves out of that. He's trying to move out of that. He's trying.
He's grappled.
If you get your friends over there to stop beating up on my brother, then maybe we can work something out. And she's eyeing this pen like it is the best piece of cheese a rat has seen in decades.
Can you please stop beating him? I need him for later. He's not going to be very useful beat up.
Oh,
Alright, I'll
the
stop.
fireball is
gonna...
just far enough away so he's not being burnt.
I'm gonna keep him grappled though. I want to see if he can actually break out of it himself.
Let him go.
It's a test of strength. Call it a game.
Let him
It's called
go, or we
test
can't make a deal.
Being an asshole.
Fine, you're no fun. I'll let him go.
He flies up back on top of this. The monster here is still just frozen in place. And she says, now let's talk business.
You clearly want the pen. And question, have I even activated it yet? Or do they just really
No.
want it already?
They're both sitting
What are
here
you
now. They're just.
willing-
Edward goes, ooh, that's a pretty looking pen you have there.
What do you want? What are you willing to give for it?
What do you want?
Did you lie about being able to do any material desire?
Of course not.
Insight.
This is Edward. Yeah, go ahead.
Nine inside as well.
Sure. You've never heard such a bold-faced lie. Percival, they're telling the absolute truth. No, I'm joking. They're you don't know if he's telling the truth or not. Shira, you've never heard him someone tell such a bold-faced lie. It ain't the full truth. That's for sure.
Okay, Edward. You're really, really attractive, but poker faces is not on one of those lists that you can do.
Lydia says, we have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course. Okay, look. Are you willing to give up anything for this pen?
Maybe.
What do you have to give?
They peer over at the orb. And
Well-
Lydia says again, what do you want?
The orb we've already agreed upon getting if we win this little game afterwards, so I'm not interested in that.
Maybe we
I
just
wanna
take
say,
the pen from you. How does that sound?
By now, my ball would have probably disappeared because it's been over a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I think stealing is past you.
That's a good point.
You're better than that. Anyway, I don't want this pen, but I'm sure you have something I want. And I know your deal earlier was a bit of a lie. And I'm willing to ignore that and look past that if there's something you can actually give me.
Do you want the
And as she
truth?
says that,
Edward says.
I'll put.
Or do you want to
as-
lie?
Here, I couldn't hear you over.
Do you want a truth or a lie?
A truth.
They both disappear and appear in front of this orb next to each other. And Lydia says, "To be honest, we have absolutely nothing. The orb is all we have to offer. And for that pen, She's like biting her lip.
How about a different deal? A more permanent deal of what I wanted earlier.
I'm listening. That's Edward.
Well, you want the pen, and frankly, these two aren't the best of company.
Hey. I'm not that bad once you get used to me.
No, you're worse. So, do you understand what I'm saying?
I have absolutely no idea, no.
She takes a deep breath. Okay,
First of all, I think he thinks he knows what's going on.
I'll be more blunt. I want you to be around.
You want us to come with you?
As a company. Even though those games were painful, they were fun, and I'd like to do more games with you.
I think that's something we can arrange. You give us the pen, we hang out for a little bit. How does that sound? Lydia says, I think that sounds wonderful, Edward. What do you think, Shira?
How long's a little bit in yours?
A little bit? Well, that could be as long as you want. As long as you're alive, that is. Tell you what, as long as you're alive, we'll be around. Sound like a deal? She puts her hand out.
Don't go killing me.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Inside
I'm
that,
sure. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. She goes, I'm sure, and gives a wink as she inside.
I mean, she's not lying per se. I mean, okay, listen, right? The way she's looking at it, if it just so happened that you were unfortunately turned into a slave for an evil overlord, she'd have to kill you. You know?
So she wouldn't kill me directly, but if given a reasonable enough opportunity, she would.
Yeah.
Okay. She will smile softly and say, Lydia, Edward, I think we have a deal.
Sounds good to
But
me. Oh,
don't use it on me.
the pen?
Of course.
Okay. Now I think is when you hand it over to them.
Mm.
And Lydia
Hmm.
looks at it, and she goes, "Oh." And she looks at you, and she goes, "Oops." Looks over at Edward. She goes, "I think we were just bamboozled."
Percival's laughing his fucking ass off.
This is quite a
That's
predicament
the
we're in, isn't
normal
it?
pen, isn't it?
Well, we can't kill you now, can we? Going back on our
an arm
word.
over
both your shoulders.
Well, how
Well,
about we just make
Lydia-
them go through a few more rounds of the game? How does that sound? That sounds like a wonderful idea, Lydia. And they begin to move their hands around and snap, and nothing happens.
Yeah.
And he looks at
Remember
it. He
I
looks
took
at
that.
he looks at his hand. And he's just snapping. He goes, "What's wrong? What's?" And he's just snapping, just a lot. And he goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see an issue here."
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Shira just looks at Percival and says, "Can you
Hmm.
like the adults are talking," and like ushers for Percival to go away.
Okay, well,
Wait,
we're not
literally
we're
just
not
been
one to back
standing
off
there
on a
the entire time.
deal. What do you need us to do, boss lady?
Stick around. Let's have some fun.
Fair enough. Where are we going?
Frankly, I have no idea. And she just puts an arm over both their shoulders.
Okay.
Head.
We'll find out once we get this. If you feel like getting
The
rid of
orb?
that barrier.
Oh, sure. We've never done that before, but I'm sure it'll be
I want
easy
to grab
enough.
the orb.
I'm gonna grab it.
No, it hasn't
I'm already
disappeared
there.
yet.
I'm closer.
Lydia and Edward both raise their hands into the air, and they snap.
Grab it.
Nothing happens.
Now, hold on. No, something does happen. And you see the spears start to lose their color. And what happens isn't the best. As you see the faces of horror as they realize what they just done. And then he goes, "Oh, I don't think we were supposed to do that." And the barrier fades, and both of them just turn to puddles.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And the orb
Whiskey,
raises
I'm
into the air.
creative.
You were, but there's the pen on the ground if you want to grab it because the
I
orb,
take the fucking pen.
the orb is
Fuck's
raising
sake.
itself into the air. And
Jay, you got double rainbows.
it's
You got
sitting
double
right in front
stars.
of you, Percival, for the taking.
I grab it. I already said I
I
grab it.
punch Percival in the face.
As they disappear and fall into puddles and this orb begins to rise, the room around you begins to erupt into this black mist, and everything just sort of seems to just be destabilizing. As you grab the orb, you see this world falling apart around you, and people inside of Wonderland, just adventurers, just normal people, just falling to the ground as the world they were just standing on collapses. And suddenly, you're gone. And
Is this a
you're
puddle
leaving
as well?
Wonderland. Oh, it was just sitting there frozen, and as the two of them fell into puddles, it just fell into a collapse of mannequins and flesh.
Jay, your horn is over. Surrender.
I was so slick.
You were.
I was
Yeah.
so slick.
And-
Whiskey,
I can't
And
believe
as
you
this
didn't
world
look at
collapses
that.
around you and you're leaving, just one thought crosses your mind. Wasn't much of a Wonderland now, was it?
I can't believe you did him like that, Whiskey. That was mean.
That was gonna
That
happen
was
initially.
So slick. You
It was
come
so
on, give me
mean.
something
I'm so
for
sorry.
that.
I'm so sorry. But I had that in the plan. When you guys finally, if you either killed them or if you didn't kill them and you somehow restrained them, and the second that force field went away, they can't handle the orb's power.
Give me something
But we
for that.
can?
I was so slick.
But I do have
because
something
we
for you
made it.
guys.
Fuck them.
Did we get our
I'll
shit
give
back?
you
I
something.
figured
I
it
have
out.
something. I have something for I have something for you.
Damn.
Um
And they just
Legit,
turned into puddles?
we'd be doing round 5 if I didn't do that for you too.
Like, they just turned into puddles, right?
yeah, they're gone and you're gone. And you fade
Are
into
the-
blackness.
oh.
But
I can't
before
even absorb them.
No, you can't. They're puddles. They're gone. I'm sorry.
Did we get
But
our shut back?
something that's fun. No, you do not get your stuff back, unfortunately.
Oh.
Something that is fun, and you don't have to have a disadvantage in a future fight, Alex. Lucky you. You wake up somewhere different this time, as the orb plays its merry tune you all know and love. and you start to realize that this world seems kind of chaotic, and nothing seems to be working the way you'd expect it. And instead of awaking somewhere in darkness, you awake in a store, and a tune starts to play.
A what store?
A tune.
What kind of store though? Just a normal store, like a grocery store?
Oh my
Well, you see,
fucking god.
you see a sign. It says Fantasy Costco. Something weird. And you see a man come out in a robe, and he says, "Welcome to Fantasy Costco. My name is Garfield."
God, fuck.
I know what a normal Costco is, though.
How can I
What is
help
it?
you?
What is this? Some off-brand Costco?
Off-brand
What is a
Costco. This is
Costco?
Fantasy Costco.
So it's just a cheap ripoff?
How dare you? My name is Garfield.
I could have had.
I'm the owner
She
of
was
Fantasy
so
Costco.
legitimately pissed.
Can't believe you'd make such a shameless ripoff of normal Costco.
I
and
don't
call
know how to
it
take
a
that.
different company. Take it harshly.
Can I help you?
Fucking hope we get sued.
Can you answer me this?
Sure.
The hell is a Costco?
This is Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true.
Oh, this. Oh, so it's like Wonderland again.
Wonderland? No. What's that?
Is this just
Let me
just
guess.
Edward in a beer?
No, it's not. This is a different voice. I swear. I swear.
It's just Edward
It
in a
degraded.
beer.
It degraded. Okay. He.
Let me guess. We can get our most wanted material desires
Of
here.
course, here at Fantasy Costco, you can buy anything.
We have
Is there
heard-
anywhere
And
else
you
yet?
you see
we have
around
heard
him, he's
three
waving
people
to
say
like
this,
shelves,
none
and
of
these shelves are covered in magic items.
I don't know
we
what
don't
magic.
have money.
I just start grabbing it and chucking it in my bag.
Ma'am, that's not how this works. You're gonna have to
Shut
pay me.
Up.
I don't think she's gonna pay you.
Oh.
You know who is gonna pay?
I don't have
You.
money. I just
You're gonna have to pay Costco.
What?
I legit just appeared here. I don't know where this is. All I know is it's a giant.
Is there anywhere else to go, or are we just allowed to go in this Costco?
Strangely enough, he doesn't seem to notice this,
Walmart or
but there
Costco?
is a door behind you that is sort of just like shrinking.
I'm gonna open it.
It's too
Yeah,
small.
yeah.
You open it and you look outside, and yeah, there is a fantasy Walmart out there, but you can't fit through.
I'm gonna
And it's
try
continuously
grab the
shrinking.
door where it's shrinking and try and pull it back up. Unless it just continues.
It keeps going.
Oh, that sucks.
And then until it's just nothing. And he doesn't even seem to notice this. Shira, roll a perception check for me. Okay. Your eyes are drawn to something on the other side of the room.
I take it.
No, it's in a case. It's a magic case. And by the way, you guys don't get long rest or anything like that this time, which is a red flag. He sees that it catches your eyes, and he says, "Oh, darn it, Edward voice. I see that you've caught the eye of my flaming, poisonous, raging, and sword of doom." And it's just literally just, it's just flaming, it just.
Did you say raging poisonous venom sort of doom?
Raging
Doom.
storm of doom.
Are we in a fucking 12-year-old's dream? This fantasy Costco where my little brother's like
It looks like that.
fantasy world.
It looks like that. And he says, "That's my most valuable magic item."
I don't. Just fucking give it to me. Give me the damn key.
What?
Did I stutter?
Yes.
You're gonna. I'm not just gonna give it to you. This is my most valuable item. That'll be 60,000 gold pieces, please.
60,000 gold pieces,
Yes.
my ass. I, the two hottest supermodels who could have given me almost anything, and they lied, and then they became Puddle.
Well, that's not my problem. 60,000 gold pieces, please.
To be fair, it's not his problem.
To be fair, what do I have to roll to punch him?
An unarmed strike.
Without touching him.
With-
An unarmed strike.
okay, roll.
I already know,
Roll
I'm
for
just
an
saying
attack.
that.
If you want to. Yeah, you try to hit him, and he teleports out of the way, and then teleports behind you, like with the force.
Oh,
It
for
like,
fuck's sake.
and he says, "That'll be 60,000 gold pieces, please." My name's
Uh,
Garfield, the Deals Warlock. Mm.
I'm gonna
Wait,
go.
Fuck you,
at the
Garfield.
Costco.
Shira,
I'm gonna grab Garfield by the legs.
Shira,
I want to see if he'll
calm
teleport
down.
out of it.
Sorry, what was that, Rory?
I was saying, Shira, I think you should try and calm down.
Shut the fuck
As you
up.
try to grapple him, when you try to like reach out your hands to grab him, he teleports around again and teleports behind you. That'll be 60,000 gold pieces, please.
I'm gonna grab him again.
Yeah, he teleports away. Every time you try to grab him, he's just gonna teleport away.
I'm gonna continue
Cheers.
until he wears himself out.
Shira spins,
It doesn't seem to
glares
take
at
anything.
Percival, pointing at him, and she staring at him with daggers. And she's, I am not fucking scared of you anymore, dickhead. I didn't
I
actually
was
start
never
it. That's not
trying
canon.
to scare you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to grapple him until it works.
He's just teleporting around. This is awful.
It'll work eventually.
Shira,
Um,
I never tried to scare you.
I literally couldn't give less of a shit about you right now.
I'm gonna just keep trying it. It'll work eventually.
As
And
as you're
she's
as
just
he's
gonna keep
teleporting and you're
grabbing
trying to
stuff.
grab him, roll like 4d20 for me, Jay.
You've been grabbing stuff the entire time.
I'm
Just
only gonna
fucking
let you
get
get like
tired
4
already.
things, so. Oh, this isn't taking him like any effort. What he's doing.
It
See,
wait, with
it's
my
kind
whole
of
feet,
strange.
would that help?
There's some price tags on these things. You find. I might give you some more things. I'll message you what you find in Discord. What you pick up. Because you're looking at these things. Because you're not trying to hide from him. That's what it seems like to me. First of all, you see this. You find. You find this. This is a good one. Yeah. That was a good roll. Good job, Jay. You find that. There's price tags in all of these, like I said. There's another good one.
I'm going. If this is truly a magic shop and has this many magic items, I may as well look for the potion of legends from my homeland, the God Water. I wander around.
God
looking
Water?
For... yes.
Yeah, the closest thing you find to that is Water of the Gods, and it's this 2 gold piece, like cheap knockoff. Like it kind of looks like a Coke.
What does it?
You
say
don't know
it
what a
does?
Coke is though, so it's like two. It has 2 gold pieces. It looks like what it's been described in legends, honestly.
You tear the label off.
You assume
It's
that
a
whoever
Sprite.
this world, like this plane of existence, is what you explained to me, is what you think this is. They must just have like they must just all have drank this, and it's just so cheap and natural to come by that they just sell it for 2 gold pieces.
You've literally given me use
I'm not
shit
that
for my
stupid.
character.
Hey Jay, I don't know if you've realized
Jay-
that's kind of this entire place.
She's taking everything she can, bonus action and action at the same time, because she can do that.
Okay, we'll see how long. I might give you a lot of things. Since you're stuffing it all into Withholden, I might regret sending you to Fantasy Costco.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start grabbing shit and stuffing it in my.
Garfield
pocket.
is still set on that 60,000 gold pieces for that flaming raging poisonous sword of doom.
It's, looking at the magic
man.
casing, can I tell what kind of magic's on it?
Which one? Magic casing.
Flaming, poisonous, and raging, and doom.
Yeah. In fact, actually, I'll look at it because she's in such a shitty mood, and she's gonna cast defect magic.
Detect magic.
No,
Defect magic.
defect magic. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, whiskey.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
I'm gonna defect it.
No, that's. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Because you said I can change one letter, so detect into defect.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm doing it on the case.
Yeah, you
Not the
cast it
sword,
on the case, the
case.
magic case.
Mhm.
The definition of defect. A shortcoming, imperfection, or lack thereof. Lack
Yeah,
of.
magic.
Lack. Defect magic. So lacking magic. Yeah. It's not magic anymore.
Said,
Yeah,
or
I take off the
it could
case.
just be
It's
not
solid
as good.
steel.
What do you mean?
It's solid steel case.
I don't know. We wouldn't be able to see
Oh.
through it.
You can't.
Picklocker?
It's very heavy. You could try to take it off.
Wait, so
Garfield
how did
sees
I
that you
see
just
it?
did this. Well, you don't anymore.
Oh, because the defect. Okay.
It defected. There's no magic there. The magic was letting you see through. You didn't think he was just gonna let you frickin'. You didn't think he was just gonna put a simple magic shield you could have gotten rid of with dispel magic. There's got to be some
go,
physical aspect.
I'll stop grabbing it and I'll
He
grab
sees
it.
you doing this and he's like, "What are you doing?
I think she's trying to steal your sword.
Did I-
Steal my flaming,
That's a-
poisoning, raging sword of doom? Why don't we make a
That's a
deal? I'm
dumb
Garfield the
man.
Deals Warlock."
How about no?
Wait, Garfield.
You can have these two fucks for, and I'll have it.
I'll make you a deal.
Both of them?
Admit,
She doesn't
Yeah.
own us. She can't say that.
yeah, admit your store is just a cheap knockoff of Costco, and I'll stop chasing you
What
around.
is Costco? This is fantasy
What?
Costco. And then you hear
You have
the
Costco
jingle.
in your
You hear the
name.
jingle again.
I'm gonna take out my phone,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Google.
Okay. You go to
I'm
Google.
gonna
There's
look
no
up-
service.
I'm gonna look up Costco. Well, fuck service. I'm mobile data. How about that?
There's nothing. You can't.
Yeah, there's no
There's
service.
no service here. He goes,
Self-service.
"Ooh, what's
easy.
that you got there?"
You can't have it. That's what.
Wait, I tell you what. If you give me that, I'll give you a nice anti-gravity sphere.
No.
Are you sure?
What do I
Yes.
have to roll to take off that casing?
A lot of strength. Make a strength check.
Do I have advantage because my 3 hands are helping?
Natural 20.
Okay. 19? Do I have to use... because there's 3 of them, do I roll charisma for
There
one
are
of them?
so many ways you could get this sword other than stealing it.
He is not in the mood.
Yeah, you take off
I think
the
it's the
thing.
easiest one.
You know what? Yeah, sure. You take off the heavy metal casing, and there it is, the flaming, poisoning, raging sword of doom.
It's in the bag.
Yeah, you pick it up and you put it in the bag, and you hear Garfield. He goes, "What are you doing?"
By the way,
She's stole your
I
sword.
just want to remind you, I also said I just randomly started taking shit off shelves and putting it into my armor.
Fair enough. I'll get you guys. I'll get you guys both like. So Jay got like 4 things. First of all, I'll give you 2 things, and that's all I'm gonna give you guys, because there is a lot of freaking junk in Fantasy Costco that I thought you guys were gonna like look at things, but we're moving on. I get it. Okay, yeah, you take the flaming, poisoning, raging sword of doom. And you stuff it in his bag, and you see Garfield losing his mind.
Does he finally stop teleporting around?
No, he's teleporting around and screaming,
Jesus Christ.
"What are you doing to my flaming, poisoning, raging sword of doom?"
Mine now, dickhead.
Yeah. So,
You see on the other side of the room, the orb that Percival dropped on the ground.
the orb?
I didn't drop it.
Yeah, the same orb. And you see Garfield go, "Ooh."
I never dropped it. No, shut the fuck
I'm
up.
gonna.
It was
I'm gonna grab the
unconscious.
orb.
It was
Yeah.
unconscious, Rory. You didn't purposely drop it, but you just appeared in Fantasy Costco. You dropped it, and it wasn't where you were standing. How do I put this?
I'm gonna grab it.
So you didn't. You were in darkness, and then you awoke, and you weren't holding it anymore. And it just so happens that you seem to have dropped it.
Okay, well, I'm
You're in
gonna grab
freaking
it.
Fantasy Costco. Don't ask questions.
I would have realized this.
He's
and
the
I would've
DM.
fucked up.
Okay, well then you could just be holding on to it. Yeah.
Do we
Sure.
level up, by the way?
Not yet.
Oh.
Yeah, you grab
Still
onto it.
have power?
You grab onto it, Alex?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bring it back to me.
Okay. Yeah, you grab onto it. And you see
Fine.
Garfield flipping out, and everything goes dark again. And even for you, Shira, but you got some stuff out of that. And so did you, Percival. That was very chaotic, but
Rob fantasy.
We fucking ruined this for you, didn't we?
it's fine.
I just wanted to hear
Let's
him
get to
say,
the-
I
let's get
admit
to the
that
new
fantasy
part. Hold on.
Costco is a cheap knockoff of normal Costco.
let me
Then I
get
would have been satisfied.
let me get my audio in.
This was fucking chaos.
Give me one moment, because I have to go to freaking Wonderland, Fiction of Reality. Okay, and then finally here, you awaken somewhere different than usual. Everything seems a lot brighter than usual. More. Oh, you're BRB. Okay, yeah. You appear in this room, and it seems sort of like a laboratory. I don't actually have art for it, but just imagine sort of laboratory. Standing in front of you is a man. DeviantArt.
DeviantArt moment.
Yeah. He doesn't look pleased. He looks very disappointed. And on his coat, there's a sort of owl creature kind of thing.
Question: Do I have? Oh God.
And he looks at the three of you and goes, "Well, have you made your
Well.
decisions?"
For what?
Charmander.
No, what are you talking about? You've already chosen your starters
Do I have
like a long time
Pokemon?
ago. What? What?
I'm
I
saying that out
choose
of
Arceus.
silly boy.
What are you? Are you going to take the mission or not?
Yes.
What?
Absolutely.
Good to hear.
Fuck
I
yeah.
played
All right, off
Pokemon
with you.
Game
Off
Boy
with you.
Advance.
And he
Okay,
tries to
bye.
shovel you through out the door.
Wait.
Okay.
What? Question first. Question.
What?
Just so we fully remember, because you know how my memory is a bit finicky. So
Mhm.
you always have to tell me the same
Yeah.
thing a few times. Just tell me again what
Yep.
the mission is,
Mm-hmm.
just so I have all the details down.
Okay. Yeah. One more time. That's where I'm gonna end the session here.
What you asshole!
But yeah, there's a little bit of a tune in the air.
It's only 3:30 on your end. I want to play Pokemon. Quick!
Oh.
Oh
Whiskey,
God.
you're so mean. You cucked two people in the same night, you ass. Jay, he was about to send us on a Pokemon adventure.
I don't give a shit about your fucking Pokemon adventure.
Yeah, well, shut the fuck up, Jay. How about that? Alright, this was important to me, and you just crushed my dream.
Oh, poor you. Everything I do,
Oh,
I
yeah.
Here's
know.
why I'm
You
gonna
don't
here's
get
why I'm
to
gonna stop the
warning.
session here. Okay, there are two reasons I'm stopping the session here. First of all, do you have any idea how hard it is to implement Pokemon into 5e?
I can do it so easily, Whiskey. I've been thinking about this for like months.
There is a system for it, which I am using.
I know there is, and
Now,
it's really weird.
Second off, do you know how hard it is to make a Pokemon themed adventure that doesn't take decades? Third
It's not.
off, I have a system I need you guys to use, a program. So we're gonna spend a little time getting that set up real quick.
Okay,
Before,
but first,
you
what
guys-
magic items do they?
yeah, let me get you that right now, and then we can work on
Also,
Pokemon.
for good people